So the deal with the University of Nebraska is they were getting ready to embark on a $3 billion advancement campaign. And so the challenge, as we kind of waded ourselves into it, is that it's a big institution. It's the only state university in the state of Nebraska, and they have 4 different campuses, and the campuses are all like super different from each other. But what they asked us to do is create a brand. It was going to be their largest campaign in history, and they needed a way to talk about it, a way to turn like the information that they had into a story. The primary insight that drove the narrative of all of this work is something that we tell so many of our fundraising clients is that people don't give to institutions, they give to people. They need to sound like people, they need to speak from the heart, tell a story that is emotional, that is going to connect with other people. But it really needed to be more about the role that the University of Nebraska has within the state of Nebraska. I would say one of the biggest technical challenges we had with this campaign was that each of the 4 universities that were part of the university system, they had their own color palette, they had their own like mascot name, they had their own way of doing things. And so we needed to create a visual brand for the campaign that respected all of these different looks and feels for the different universities, but unified them under one. Something that felt identifiable to the campaign, but felt related to all of the work that all of these great institutions were doing. So really, what we needed to do with the visual toolkit is make sure that it was very flexible. So one of the first things we did is we landed on a typeface that could be used with any of the 4 different institutions that were part of this campaign. It's very geometric, it's used mostly in all caps, conveys very simple, direct language. The outline of the state of Nebraska is a very primary, focal point, something that anybody in Nebraska will instantly recognize, and like kind of the nature of it gives us the flexibility to cast it in the color palettes of any of the 4 different schools that are a part of the campaign, or in kind of the primary color set of the campaign. So no matter what message folks were telling to whatever audience it was, this is a campaign visual system that adapted and flexed for any outcome that we needed it, while still retaining its very identifiable nature. The goal of this campaign was to raise $3 billion by the end of the campaign, and the campaign still has another year left, and they've already raised $2.6 billion. Another part is increased engagement with their donors and alumni and the rest of their community. They set a goal for themselves to get 150,000 unique donors, and they've surpassed that goal as well with 153,000. So, we were so grateful and so proud to be able to create a campaign platform, visually and narratively and in terms of its messaging that helped them reach these goals in such fundamental and exciting ways.